swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisville's offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Moss. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense this season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the tight end. That's a real... tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give on the counter. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Punts it out of the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Give to Brown.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Off the RPO, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jet sweep to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David,
and it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown.
Hollywood, what's going on, man? Figure I'd get some game time up here and get this game knocked out.
Snap it to the back. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Bring in the heat. And the defense, got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Randall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Klubnik. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 27 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the air, it's Moss. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rock and grind to help the Tigers on third down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll open the second half with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch, it's Randall. Breaks into the open. They
that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Randall. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll try the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
There's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Moss. That's caught. It's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Lacy. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
That's reeled in. It's Lacy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. This is now a 7-point game. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Unloads it left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a hit, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Caught over the middle. It's random. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Reads it, fires complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got him.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Going to run it. It's Randall. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. That's caught. It's Moore. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
man. That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They're setting up the screen. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be packed.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Moss. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Cardinals! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. The give as they work on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Haynes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. On the run, it's Haynes.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bell. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with every...
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Line gets set. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Clemson.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of